That's how people talk in the real world. We'll try to keep the locker room talk to a minimum, but if you're young, please seek permission before watching any further.
And we're back at the bullpen. Upstairs, the bullpen ready to go. I you know that music, it you
get jiggy with it.
It sets the mood, doesn't it? All of a sudden, jiggy with it.
That's all I got.
Isn't that like 1997 or 98ish?
Yeah.
I mean, it's more current than I am. So I'm not.
I don't know what they call it now.
I have. Oh God, no.
I can get jiggy with it.
Oh, we're producerless.
No, he's checking out sounds.
Oh,
he's checking out sounds. We're back for week number 12 of Talkin' Smack. I'm your host tonight, Dan Miner. And joining us tonight, we've got the one and only Snacks, Hank Pelton, luchador, libre, wrestler extraordinaire. Have you ever wrestled?
No, I've been trying to. They've tried to talk me into doing it a few times.
Not even in high school, you weren't a wrestler?
I got in trouble.
So
I fish hooked a guy.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that in wrestling.
You can't do that in wrestling.
You didn't get a second. It's about time.
The Angles have shown up. Yeah, they're coming from the season ticket holder party. So, yeah. Also joining us tonight, the Duke of Daiquiris. We got our man, RJ Stockdale. RJ, good to see you.
Hello, Dan.
You got your Yankee gear on. You ready to go?
I'm cold, brother. I'd wear Mets gear if that's what it took.
You really would?
No, you would
not. I'd hide it.
Yeah, okay. If you have
how long before pitchers and catchers?
Ask Craig Harrington.
That's right.
Yeah, it's what is today? Today's the 14th. So it's probably like
soon
30 days.
Yeah, my mother.
28 days.
28. Whoa.
Oh, boy. We got Kenny and
February 11th.
February
11th.
Oh, Mr. Ken's here. Oh,
yes.
Also, as always, my partner in Chupacabra, the one that can actually play music, not Zach Walker. I'm talking about Sully. Mike Sullivan, good to see you, brother.
Hello, fellas.
Have things calmed down for you at all?
Yeah, actually, the weather broke just a little bit this past week. It got to,
I mean,
unless you're in South Glens Falls.
Well,
and Mr. Producer, Seth Cooper in the house tonight. Seth Rowe, good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too, Dan. Looking forward to a normal show audio-wise this week. We did some things on the back end. Super excited about that. And we have our first
Super Chat. But we'll get to that in a second. I got to introduce our other guest tonight. I was shocked. Well, because John Pratt is under the weather. So John's not here tonight. Johnny, get better, my friend. We need you to get better before you come back to work. I don't want you back until you feel better. But joining me, a guy, how long we've been working together now, Kenny?
36 years.
36 years.
Wow.
Really?
36 years.
Wow.
That's impressive.
You know, a guy that, and I say this unabashedly, does the best call of any game anywhere around here. Well, it doesn't matter if it's football, hockey, basketball, baseball. The voice of the Glens Falls Green Jackets on their YouTube channel with Tim Drawbridge is my man, Crazy Ken Lucchese. Good to see you, Ken.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for volunteering to come in tonight.
Well, usually they said, oh, by the way, your first appearance is going to be in April, but John was sick. And I said, hey, Dan, you need an extra? He goes, yeah. I said, okay, bump me up.
Well, good for you.
So we're here.
All right, so good to have you. Now you get to be part of your first
Super Chat. You see, I watch the show, so I know what I'm doing.
I know you do.
I know. Watch the show.
That's from our main man, Brian Brown. He says, you guys sound normal tonight. Good job.
Hey, high fives around, Brian.
Okay.
So, Kenny, not to put a lot of pressure on you, but John,
I'm replacing John.
And his job is usually to keep me out of trouble.
Yeah.
He doesn't do a good job.
Well, it's about 50-50.
Okay.
It could go either way.
I'll just watch it, shake my like. Did I? He just said.
That's
yeah. It's
did he just say what I thought he just said?
Yeah.
That's what I do at night when I'm watching the show at home.
What's up, Seth Rowe?
We have a packed show tonight, of course. We'll talk about the NFL wild card. It's wrapped up, the biggest surprises of the weekend. Plus, we'll also talk about the divisional round and thoughts on the NFL's new proposed rule. And do you think it will actually go through? And we'll talk about NFL coaches getting the pink slip. And is somebody actually going to pony up $10 million for Belichick to leave North Carolina? We'll see. We'll also have debut a brand new segment called What's Setting Sully Off?
What's setting Sully off?
which is going to be interesting. Also, the question of the week.
You like how that was so freaking smooth. Yeah. What's setting Sully off? It flows off the tongue. That's it. What's setting Sully off, man?
We'll also talk about the question of the week. I believe it was posed by the host here. Is it called skinny dipping if you know the owner?
Was that you?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Put that out there.
I got questions. We'll get to
We'll
it.
get to that.
When we get to it.
Or is it called swimming naked in a friend's pool? Also, any big plans on the weekend? Anyone got anything? And also, all-star games being played in minor league hockey. Dan and I chatted about that on Monday night, but we'll also talk about that. Plus, Super Chats, they are available. $10 more will get you a nickname. Scan the QR code. You can also leave us a Super Chat here with our new streaming platform. Much appreciated.
So before we get into all this other stuff, so what happened, we've been dealing with this chipmunking issue. All right. So, and that's the term of it, chipmunking. And so when we got finished on Tuesday night last week, I was mad. I was not happy. Seth wasn't happy. None of us were happy. So we said, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to spend the money. And we spent the $500 to purchase a new streaming system that is an upgrade from what we were using before. So hopefully the chipmunking will go away and won't be with us anymore. It's one of these things. And guys,
should we call it squirreling?
No, we're not doing any of that crap.
We're not going to be sounding like this week, Dan.
You beat me to the punch. I was going to do that.
But the thing about it is that, we're all new to this podcasting thing. I mean, we really are. So, I don't say we're flying blind, but we're learning as we go on. And I appreciate people for sticking in. Last week, so this will tell you how much people want to watch us idiots on their screens. So last week, we had the chipmunking issue. We weren't on, and we did an audio thing. So people last week, while we were off from the video, Seth, we got some numbers from just people that went and watched old episodes, which is a good idea.
So just on Tuesday nights alone, 7,227 people decided that, it's 7 o'clock. Talking Smack should be on. So they ended up basically watching old episodes. And the biggest episode watched this week was week 6 with Zach Walker from the Cool Insuring Arena. And I, on the back end, when the show is over or when, if we don't have a show that week, I'll go in, interact with certain people. And 9 times out of 10, that gets us a little extra Super Chats. And we have 2 to get to.
Oh, do we?
We can get to them now or we can get to them after
Let's do
break.
it now because while you're thinking about
Sure.
it. Ready?
Super Chat.
Benji, it's Kenny. My soul is happy and my belly is full of meatloaf. Okay.
He really, we should get him on the show. We'd like to see him on the show one day.
If we had a wrestling show, we would have him on here.
Well, WrestleMania is going to be coming up.
Speaking of wrestling, a very happy 71st birthday to Hacksaw Jim
saw
Duggan
that
today. Yeah.
Jim's a great guy.
Yeah, Jim. I love Jim.
I got to do something with him at Fort Edward High School.
Oh, you worked that one wrestling show they had down there.
Yeah, I got to bring him out with everything. And
did he throw you over the rope?
No, it was cool. I gave him the flag and everything, and I was holding the flag for him while he was doing the wrestling stuff.
Did you feel important?
I did feel important because it was cool afterwards. We talk about stuff we've done over the years, getting stuff for like charity auctions.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I got he autographed the 2x4.
Yeah,
that was like one of the coolest things I ever got.
That's wow.
Dave Palmer comes up to me one day. He goes, "Hey, can you get me a autographed 2x4?" I said, "Didn't you go to school with Jim Duggan?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "So Major League Baseball player can't get said autograph?"
Yeah, but it's just weird. All right, you got another one?
Super Chat.
From Ernest, hey guys, don't forget meatloaf should be the #1 best foods ever. Leftovers, simply wrap them in aluminum foil, put it on the bottom shelf in the refrigerator, and Sully, if you forget it there for a week, it lasts a lifetime. It'll be all set.
So why are we talking about meatloaf?
I don't know if Benji started it with the Super Chats or not.
Meatloaf too. And meatloaf the next day. On Villa's bread?
On Villa bread. That's what you do. You don't have to do anything else.
Killer.
You put the meatloaf on the bread. That's it. Our food experts over there, Brian Engel, and you put that meatloaf on Villa bread and don't chintz out. Don't go skinny on the bread. Go full throttle.
With Villa bread?
Yeah.
There's only one way to do it. You want your teeth hurting when you eat Villa.
No, not just your teeth. the gums and everything if you let it go. But me,
Well,
I always
that's the next day.
Now,
I get mine hot out of the oven.
in the old days, I'd get out of work.
Thanks, Snacks.
I'd get out of work from Finch Prine, go to Price Chopper because his wife worked there.
Okay.
The old ghetto chopper. That'd be the first place to get Villa bread.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I worked at Security Supply, right on Dix Avenue, I would bring all the pallets. We'd get a bunch of pallets. I'd bring them over to Villa's, dump them, poke my head in. Hey, drop you off a bunch of pallets. You literally would go into the oven, pull out a loaf, throw it in the bag. So once in a while, you'd get back, you'd cut into it. It wasn't done yet. Oh. You had to wait.
I would
literally
45
working.
What's that?
Was 45 working?
45. John. Oh my God, John Cordy. Who's 45?
45. Jeff Smith from 45.
Oh yeah. What's that? We good? Yeah. I'll tell you what though. There's nothing at Villa Bread aisle.
There 20 years.
I would get it at Hogan's in the morning at school before school. We'd go over. Remember Hogan's Dairy?
Well, Booker used to bring us chocolate milk.
Yeah, well,
every
they would
Thursday.
bring it in, and I'd literally go over to the refrigerator, get a stick of butter, rip the top end of it off, throw the butter in there,
In the
put it
microphone.
bag, put it back in the bag. Well, I thought it was far enough away, but Jesus. And put it in the bag, and then walk into the school with it and eat it while I was walking through school.
Oh, you're doing better than me and my orange sherbet back in the old days.
Well, when you brought the last loaf in from Villa,
Oh, that was nice.
so it was still hot. So what I did was I just ripped off the end and just ate it like that. I ate it
A
naked.
little peanut butter.
I didn't put anything on it. I didn't
Killer.
need it.
Just
You
nothing.
can't put peanut butter on Villa's.
What do you
Yes,
mean
you
can't?
can.
Actually, you fucking can.
Oh,
What do you mean you
yeah.
can't?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Villa.
Why can't you?
If
But
you,
you can. You can do it.
I do. I love it.
Well, it's not
You like
Worcestershire
pe-
sauce.
you like it with peanut butter?
Fucking
Oh,
cottage
yeah,
cheese.
I
See, I don't know
love.
if I don't know if I want to ruin the flavor of the Villa bread.
Oh,
I
no,
like
no,
just
no.
the butter on the
I
Villa.
put the butter on.
I
Yeah,
can
no,
see
I'm just saying.
peanut butter, jelly, and Villa bread. Absolutely,
No.
with a little bit of
I
cinnamon.
think you're going
dust.
overboard with the jelly.
Yeah, the jelly. You're going overboard.
Listen, we're old. We don't need the jelly. We got jam.
Although
okay?
you keep saying I was born in the wrong decade, so
it is true.
Yeah,
it is true.
absolutely
But
were.
I'll tell you what, that warm Villa bread.
salad.
You eat that there like that. My mother-in-law, Lisa's mom, sweetheart. You would have loved her. You would have loved Harriet. So Harriet would go and she would get it at Lewis Super. So she would get the Villa's bread and she would buy like 3 loaves. And when she got it, she wrapped it in cellophane. So then the cellophane kept it soft and pliable.
When I had my pizza shop, I would do that. I would get Villa's bread. If you would wrap it, it would stay 3 to 4 days.
Oh,
Even long.
I will eat it. I don't care if it's hard. I don't care if it's soft. Hot out of the oven. If it's not done, it doesn't matter to me.
Do you guys like the heel of the bread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the heel?
Oh God. Yeah.
My
Oh,
dad
the
loves-
crust. That's the flavor.
My dad loves the heel.
Oh, the
Have you
flavor.
guys
of
ever
it.
have you guys ever taken and gotten the actual dough and made a pizza out of it?
Oh
No, I've had fried
no.
Villa dough
No,
though.
Coach makes the fried bread
Yeah.
dough, but I'm saying to you, that's what he uses.
He makes his fried bread dough out of Villa's
Oh yeah,
bread.
he uses
Oh, yeah.
Villa bread dough. Oh yeah, Joe.
Dude,
yeah,
you didn't know that?
yeah, that's Villa bread.
Well, he's got to be open for you to be able to get it.
or he's gonna have the food truck there. No, but you make a pizza. I did it once. I grabbed like 3
Was
bread
it
pellets
was
from
it
Villa.
ridiculously
make-
good?
Oh my god.
All right, Joey, we're gonna be talking to you soon.
Yeah.
All right.
well, you want to know who else is really hot right now?
Who?
Football. Football is getting hot, and we got the division round coming up. And kudos to the Washington Commanders yesterday
He's trying to stay on.
on
trying
Sunday.
to stay on.
No, I agree.
I-
but man,
The wild card weekend, and I got to be honest with you. You know how many plays I watched? I watched more plays last night than I did Saturday or Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, I watched. Well, no, I was here at the Bullpen, so I saw some of the Green Bay Philadelphia game. I saw a little bit of that. Jordan Love.
You saw more of it than I did.
Jordan Love looked like he was just over his head.
Look like Courtney Love.
It might as well have been. Yeah, he played like a hole. So ow! That's a little music joke for all of you. All right, so I'm watching a little bit of that one. You're welcome. and I just like
that was good.
I was underwhelmed, much like I was underwhelmed last night because I got home from doing on center ice last night.
A rule is a rule.
And
A rule is a rule. It is a rule.
They
Stupid.
screwed
And then
the
the
pooch on that.
sad part is people then DM'd me saying, "Do you have beef with the gas man?"
Yeah,
No.
I
And
may have been a little aggressive in my answer.
That's all right. Who cares?
was
You
all
might,
in good
you,
fun,
you had
obviously,
might have had a
but-
little
You
bit of
aggressive?
scotch in you. It's
No.
okay.
Whoa, you, Mike.
Kenny.
just piping up. You're supposed to keep him in check.
Well, that's
okay?
why you
I
said
am keeping him in check.
But last night
It's
I'm
only 5
watching
minutes into the show.
that game last night where the LA Rams had as many sacks as the Minnesota Vikings had points, but the Sam Darnold had to be seeing some ghosts, but he had no offensive line. None. I agree with you.
He played so he looked like he was scared shitless. He played like
because he didn't know where they were coming from.
They were
disguising the blitzes.
Is that so? They got out coached? Is that what that?
They got out.
I'm not a football guy. I know I put some Scooby snacks on.
The Rams defense, they're too young. They don't even realize
what they're doing.
No, they're just in that verse kid number 8. I told you guys like 4 weeks ago. They could beat Philly.
The second youngest defense in the National Football League is what they have with the LA Rams. And the thing is, when you're flying like these guys are to the ball, it's just amazing. Just watching them play last night, I probably caught about 8-9 minutes of the game last night. That's more than I watched all weekend.
On the one play, though, where it was a 54-yard return, I almost thought that it was a delay of game, and everyone kind of stopped. And then I was kind of like, okay, because I'm cheering for the Rams anyway.
Yeah.
Naturally, I didn't bet it, but
no scoops.
Yeah, right.
we all did
on that on the pass.
Oh, so then there was the one pass by Stafford where he says that he threw the ball, which he did.
Technicality.
And my issue isn't the fact that they got that part of it right. The review officials, they got that part right, that it was a pass.
By the rule, you're correct, but the rule's dumb.
But if you're going to do the review, they should have the mechanizations within to be able to make the correct call after they make the correct call, because there should have been more added on to that.
It should have been because he had no intent. He didn't know who the hell was around.
He had nothing.
So he wasn't throwing it to Nuka or whatever.
Right.
Puka.
So to take it a step farther, the instant replay, and here's what bugs me about instant replay. Like you get so many challenges in a game.
That segment's coming on at 8:00.
Is it? I'll wait if I gotta.
No.
But is the object to get it right? I mean, why is there a limit? The object is to get it right. Why is there a limit?
It should have been an incomplete forward pass.
I thought it lost it down.
And
it should have been
intentional grounding.
And then they should have changed it to intentional grounding.
What happens
and lost him down.
Everyone's happy.
Right.
Well, if that would be the correct call. But instead they got the correct call with the forward pass. But because of the way the mechanizations work, they can't.
What?
Mechanizations, the way that things.
You said it 4 times.
They progress.
I don't know what the hell it means either.
When they what happens is that the rule says, and the replay rules read that the only thing they can replay is whether or not it was a forward pass, because they called it a touchdown. So when they called it a touchdown and didn't throw the flag for intentional grounding, they can't go back and add the flag.
So
afterwards,
that's the issue.
That's my issue.
Are we trying to get it right, or are we trying?
Well, that comes from the kings of the NFL in their replay room. But it's the same way with Major League Baseball and hockey when they go to the replay room. Unless something is called on the ice or called in the field, they can't go back and review the footage.
You'll see an amendment. I bet you guys see an amendment at the end of the season.
You think so?
I think they're going to.
I mean, you own a minor league football team. You should know.
Well, you make amendments. You change it.
Yeah, I think that they have to figure this out. I mean, they've had how long's reviews been? Video replays have been in for what, 10 years now?
2010 was the first time that they had replay review.
That long ago? 15 years?
Well, they had it before they brought it back.
Yeah.
Is everybody for instant replay?
Yes.
I like
yes.
I like instant replay if it was done correctly, because last night
but it's not done correctly in any sport.
But the thing is, they called it, they're the way that they're calling the games now, you let the play go and go its way through. So they went and let the touchdown go. Nobody threw the flag for intentional grounding because they thought it was a touchdown, but they have the capability.
Well, they thought it was a fumble.
They thought it was a fumble, and that's
right.
I did.
They have the capabilities to go and make the correct call, not just the correct call with the incomplete pass. They got to be able to do that, and they've got to figure a way to do this, because there's so much on these games. I mean,
tell me about it.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, I mean, the NFL is totally in bed with all the betting services and all that. So they've got to get this right, because the look of impropriety for what. Sorry about the big words. So,
holy, the human glossary.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be Dennis Miller, but the look that the league is rigged, like you said last night, and you said that half joking, but it's the truth. It's got to look, when you do something like that okay, someone Someone in Vegas is calling this out here. One of the bookmakers.
Can Vegas be that good?
Speaking of,
you know what? I've
Can they be that? I mean, I guess that those casinos aren't fucking cheap. I guess so. I guess they
I
are.
have a theory. Vince McMahon. he writes the script.
My father used to swear on Saturdays all the NFL guys would get together.
The referees do predicate what happens. There's something I just can't figure it out yet. And by the time I do, I'll be dead because.
well, the NFL also came out with some major news. Whether it gets approved or not, we'll find out. But they're considering replacing the onside kick with an alternate proposal.
Boo.
Teams could get one down to convert a 4th and 20.
No.
Let it
Stop
it.
Okay. Bad word. That's all we have to watch. That's the third. That's your third. What?
Bad word.
Bad word, Sully.
Bad word.
I don't know what John does, but I just had to come up with
He
something
goes
of
and
my
has
own.
another doer.
He just has another drink.
But
The whole
We're-
concept of an onside kick is to surprise the other team.
Right?
I'm not going to go up there and go, hey, I'm going to.
all right, put your
it.
best hands, guys, up front because we don't. The kickoff rule. I don't like the kickoff rule. I know there are other people that love it. Blah blah blah.
What's the love about it?
I don't know.
We do an onside kick. We'd sit there. I would literally stand there after we break the huddle. We look, and then all of a sudden you hear everybody yell one number because we'd find out what the weak link is up front, and that's where we're kicking it to.
Part of the idea.
Yeah, that's my man right there. And that's the way it.
I just want to go backwards for 1 second though, with the replay thing. Yeah,
Okay.
If you go back in history and you look at the greatest plays in NFL history, either they would be they'd be overturned. Some of the catches.
Right.
You look at that immaculate reception from the
Not even
Steelers,
close.
the Steelers Raiders game.
Not even close.
Do we have one?
Oh,
Super chat.
Tim Drawbridge chiming in on the conversation.
Boy!
He said, go back to the, in all caps, original onside kick rules.
I'm with you on that one, dog.
the college still does regular kickoff.
I just there's something I understand what their idea was to eliminate injuries on the kickoffs. But you know what?
So college still does regular kickoffs, but the NFL
but
does.
here's
a lot of those guys in college are getting paid more than the guys that are playing the
here's
pros.
what we were getting at before earlier.
Yeah.
So
Listen to this.
we're worried about the safety of the players. So we're changing the way the game's played. But yet you watch these guys with their equipment on, they don't have knee pads. Their shoulder pads are smaller, so they're not protecting themselves.
No.
And
they're out there basically in shorts.
Yeah,
or
shorts.
as Kenny Lucchese pointed out to us before the show. What, Kenny?
They look like capri pants that women wear in the summer.
Kenny Lucchese, fashion expert.
Thank you.
All of a
Capri
sudden,
pants.
I want pizza from Capri now.
No, and don't you worry. Kenny's got some culottes he's got to show off later on tonight. Yeah. But it's the truth. You look at these guys that are out there playing. You want them to be protected. Tell them to start wearing the pads again.
yeah, they're not
This
even
is stupid.
They're not wearing the
Oh,
right.
that's going to slow us down. Bull crap. Get out there, put the pads on so when you go and you fall down on your knee, that there's something to protect your knee and it's not just going, because some of those artificial turfs, I mean, they've got some padding on there, but when you hit hard, you hit hard.
How about high school? We had the hip pads, the ass crack pads.
Yeah. Oh my! You wear the girdles.
Is that the
pads,
technical
knee
term
pads.
for
Oh,
it?
They need to bring back the.
ass
You know
crack
what we got to bring back the neck rolls. Those were so cool. The
You know what?
guys.
I
what?
agree. They did look cool.
Well,
They
Steve
were
Grogan
awesome.
always had
I
them.
thought those looked neat.
All right.
Bosworth, look what it did for him.
I was going to go
Forgot about
Bosworth.
I had
Steve Grogan, I was mine.
I had the old style, I had the roll style, and I had the cowboy.
Ooh.
So before we move on here, who do you got? Washington or Jared Goff?
I'm sticking with Jared
Jared.
Goff.
Going with the Lions.
No,
Oh, I'm sticking with the Lions all the way through.
no, that's
If we want him on this show in 3 months,
yeah. We want to hang out.
Detroit all the way.
Detroit. That's who I'm going with.
All right. So, Jared Goff's coming on the show. Yeah. And Timmy was going to stay with us tonight, too. Detroit's going to win. I can't cheer for Washington, Philadelphia, or New York. I'm a Dallas fan.
Makes sense.
So what's your take on Mike McCarthy saying bye-bye?
Toodaloo.
Kenny, who do you got in the Washington Detroit?
Lions game. Go with
All right.
Lions.
Yeah, I think the Detroit Lions are one of those teams, and I love the way that Dan Campbell coaches.
I've been saying it since day one.
There's something about that where he's old school. He's old school, new school.
Their defense.
You look at his record in the last 4 years. He's done nothing but improve. If other teams put the faith in a coach in that aspect to what they were doing, they would all start to be successful.
So what is that one thing that they always say? And I mean, we heard Steve Johnson say, you got to trust the process. And well, the process is getting a guy like Dan Campbell in as your coach and say, Dan, you got to change the culture. Dan, you got to get guys that want to win. You got to have guys that have heart. You got to have guys that have courage. And Dan Campbell has done that. You look at the injuries that they've got, they should have been dead and gone.
How was Detroit last year?
They were good.
They went to the AFC Championship.
They went to the AFC Championship.
They won the
and that was the driving force for how good they are this year.
You probably
Because
had
they've
them with your
done
Scooby snacks.
They've done nothing but improve. I had a.
You don't want to be around when Scuba's on the line. You don't want to be. I've been there.
Okay, so Rams and Philly.
This one here, this for me is a coin flip. If it was, this is legitimately the way I'm going with this one. If the Rams had played on Sunday and not on Monday, I probably would have taken the Rams. The extra day that they had to play, that they get taken away, playing the Monday night games in the playoffs is absolutely asinine because it really is an advantage.
I went to watch
Philly.
I watched wrestling.
Oh,
I went to watching wrestling last night because I couldn't watch.
I'm going to go with Philly just because that's what the numbers indicate, and that's what the trends are for Monday night teams coming back and playing the next week, and and having to travel across the country. That's where I'm going with. That's why I'm going with Philly.
I was kind of going with Philly, but I really think the Rams are going to take this one.
I can't even argue with you.
I think the Rams are going to take this one against Philly. I think they're going to stop that run game of Barkley. And I mean, they didn't really, watching the Packers, and they should have blown them out by more than what they did.
Yeah.
And they just weren't. They didn't have a running game.
No, RJ, I know where you're going, dude.
I told you the Rams before.
Yeah.
It makes it even better now. Well, I wouldn't say better because Los Angeles is burning, for Christ's sake. But
yeah,
when that stuff happens, communities rally, teams rally. I saw it happen with Boston with the marathon.
Oh, they were fired up.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they're gonna, after winning last night, everyone's gonna be cheering for the Rams.
Soul Dog.
So I agree with RJ to a point, but I also think that that's going to wear off. It's been a couple of weeks now. Philly's at home. They got to travel across country. Their heads are going to be back in LA with what's going on back there. I'm going with Philly.
K-Dog.
I'll take the Eagles.
Really? So
Yeah.
even being a diehard Giant or Gigante fan, like your Spanish predecessors would say,
The Eagles are the lead of the other three teams in that division. The Eagles are the ones I dislike the least.
Chadwick.
I heart Saquon. Kenny.
Who are you picking, Chadwick?
Philly.
You're taking Philly as well, too. And then you go to the AFC. You got Houston and Kansas City on Saturday. I'm hoping Mahomes is rested. I hope Travis Kelce and T Swift weren't too busy. And
Mahomes definitely is not going to be rested. He just had a baby.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Her name was Golden something.
Good for him. You know what?
Yeah.
I like
Golden Arches.
You know what? I like Patrick Mahomes. There's something about him that reminds me of when I was growing up in Whitehall.
He's a guy.
And guys are out in the field playing ball. And when you watch him play, he's got that street ball attitude. So you get out there and you make plays. All right, just go out there and run.
They were, 15-2?
Yeah.
He didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
They won two straight Super Bowls.
And they gave a game away to Denver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going with KC and the Sunshine Band on this one.
Yeah, I'd like to see Houston win it, but I got to go with KC on this one.
KC, but they always, and trust me, I like to gamble. I think everyone knows that. They never cover.
No.
The point being, KC, I've never seen a team, Mahomes, he's better when he's down 14-17 nothing.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you look up, it's 31-17. You piss him off.
I get it. I get you. Soul Dog.
I'm one of those guys that thinks that I think the NFL really wants Kansas City in there, so I think that's what's going to happen.
K-Dog.
Going with the Chiefs.
Chadwick.
If the Texans were going to move on to the next round, they'd still play at 4:30 on Saturday. Going to go with KC.
Very good.
And the game that I think is the best one of the week by far, and this has got two Warriors going at it, the Baltimore Ravens visiting the Buffalo Bills. And this one, this is going to be epic. And I know I'm going to make the Chadwick a little bit annoyed at this because he's a big Buffalo fan. But I called it months ago. And when I saw that finally The Baltimore Ravens defense finally got it. And you've got, Jackson, you've got Henry, and I don't care the one wide receiver's out. I'm still going with the Baltimore Ravens on this one. That's where I'm going.
Well, I mean, I got to take.
You have to.
I have to, but I'm taking them because it's going to be really cold out there.
Why do you have to?
Family.
Oh,
he's got.
You need a place to
his
live.
His women are all.
They're all Bills fans.
They're not Packers fans like him.
My grandson would disown me and never talk to me again.
Okay.
Does he watch Talkin' Smack?
Yeah, he does. Matter of fact,
yeah, he knows who the potty mouths are.
He knows who the potty mouths are. In the group.
All right. So RJ,
I said the Super Bowl is going to be Rams Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore. Here's the rub. Paulie, I'm sorry, buddy. No, I wish the game was on at 3:00 because the place would be packed.
Yeah.
Sunday, this place you have the football crowd.
Yeah.
Meets the hockey crowd. Meets the drag queen crowd. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, no.
They had a show Saturday night across the street. And they were still on
So are you saying Paulie was dancing? Is that why you say sorry to Paulie?
He had his Dance with the Stars outfit on.
No, you had this guy came up. He's towered.
I'm sorry, Paul.
He towered over me. I get a shot at Jack Daniels, and he's wearing a.
How cool is that?
I gave him a shot at Jack Daniels, and he was wearing a green dress with pink boots and a pink hat.
Wow. What color dress would you wear, Kenny?
Huh?
Okay.
I'm like my mouth's on the floor. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was a drag show, Ken. That's what happens. That's what adults do, okay?
Was it at the Wood Theater?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Signs read.
I don't have no problem with drag shows.
Whatever.
Everyone knows.
I've worn a skirt before. I'll wear one again, I'm sure, if I lose.
Dano, I told everyone that night or that day. I said, everyone knows what team I pitched for. Come on in. Bring your money. I don't care if you want to walk around in high heels.
It don't matter to me none.
Freeze your butt off and go on over to watch the big gay drag show. That's what it was called.
That's what it was. That's what the name of the show
was called.
So, Sully, what color dress would you wear first?
Yeah.
Okay, and who are you picking in the game?
Well, I liked it. I like that we do our show here. I'm going to go with Paulie's team, Buffalo.
All right, K-Dog, what do you got?
I admit I'm a Bills hater.
Ravens.
Wow. Ravens.
Why the hate?
Why the hate?
Ravens.
What's the issue, dude?
No, Bill, that goes back to the 90s.
So what happened?
No.
Tell me about your childhood.
No, I'm just saying I've never been a Bills fan.
Did you bet him 4 Super Bowls in a row?
No. No, I never did.
Scratch cards to let
No. I had my suffering team of the 70s, and that was that when the Giants were bad, my team was the Minnesota Vikings. So they lost 3 Super Bowls, but not like the Buffalo Bills ever did.
So you hate
you're a
Buffalo
Vikings fan?
Bills? No, can't stand
So you're
them.
actually a Vikings fan?
When I was a Giant, I grew up in the 70s as a Giants fan. I always say this: if you root for a team that's really bad to start with, yeah, that was it. Fran Tarkenton was my quarterback. My first quarterback as a Giants.
That was your first quarterback crush?
No, I guess so. Yes.
Okay. I just
when they traded him to the Vikings were good. So I say this: if you root for a bad team growing up, you're allowed to have a good team to root for until
yes, you're not.
Yes, you're allowed to.
I was a Patriots fan.
You're not.
I know what sucks feels like. Okay, there was no. Well,
Wait a minute. You guys got to a Super Bowl before my team did. I was in college in Massachusetts, right next to Foxborough, and I remember when they played the Bears in Super Bowl 20.
They got lucky, dude. They but you can't.
Yeah, you can.
My favorite team because my team sucks.
You're allowed to have a good team to root for.
A good team now.
Yeah, my team was.
That's not right.
Yeah, it is right because I like the Minnesota Vikings.
I've always been a Dallas fan.
I've always
loved
been
the Minnesota Vikings. I love the Minnesota Vikings. I was a big Bud Grant fan.
You can't switch teams unless they move in the middle of the night.
A lot of people have that Fran Tarkenton thing.
There's a whole rule.
I'll give you the Armor Odell thing too.
Come on, Stu Voigt, the Purple People Eaters, Chuck Foreman.
So you're going with Baltimore.
Those guys.
So what are you going with?
Grant.
Yeah, loved him.
I think the Bills secondary is not going to be good enough, but I'm still going to go with Buffalo. I think it's going to be a great game. 2 potential
These are
MVPs.
heavyweights.
They're going to be. It's going to be a great game. I'm thinking about going to the game myself. We'll see if it happens.
You're thinking about.
You
better figure it out.
Hold on.
Going to the game.
Listen, we don't have that kind of money in the Talking Smack account. I'm letting you know that ahead of time.
You can't use the company credit card.
No, this is not going to happen.
I don't think that would happen anyway.
Hold on. I want you to look at our faces. No,
Oh,
it's not. We love you, Seth, but I'm not paying for you to go to Buffalo.
6:30. Yeah.
Well, we didn't even pay for tickets.
It's a 6:30 game.
It's a 6:30 game.
6:30 Sunday.
Oh, God. I wish
Why is it
if
so
it's at 3
late?
o'clock, this place would be mobbed.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be mobbed anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's the main event. No one wants to seriously, if they put KC and Texans on at 6:30 on a Sunday, no one's watching that. Nobody's gonna watch
Yes,
man.
What time? What time is? Wait a minute. Well, who plays during the day?
So Houston and KC play at 3:30 on Saturday.
And that's when the Lions play afterwards, right?
Rams and Eagles play Sunday at 3:30. Commanders and Detroit is the main event on Saturday, and then Sunday is the 6:30 game.
All I can say is go Lions, because I want to go hang out with Jared Goff.
Me too.
And then we can go hang out with Tyler Madison right after that.
Right after that.
And we can take care of that too. You ready, Sal?
Yes.
All right, good. What we're going to do is we're going to take our first break of the night. This is Talkin' Smack from the Bullpen. More after this.
Talkin' Smack is on the air, and it's brought to you by the Bullpen on Glen Street in downtown Glens Falls. The Bullpen, a favorite among locals, whether it's lunch, dinner, takeout, a night out, pregame, or postgame, the Bullpen is the place to go. The Bullpen's second floor contains Suite 216, the banquet room, perfect for hosting private functions for under 100 people. Chef Pam and a team offer a plethora of incredible food options for each guest. They offer a wide variety of menu options for everyone. Gluten-free and children's options are plentiful. Please let your server know if you have any allergy restrictions, and the Bullpen will be glad to accommodate you. The Bullpen on Glen Street, downtown Glens Falls. GNS Printing, providing solutions, not just printing, has been the place for printed products and competitive prices and unbeatable service in the Glens Falls, Queensbury, Lake George, South Glens Falls, Saratoga regions, and up and down the East Coast. Family owned and operated by Tim Cooper, GNS represents his two children. Gabby and Seth tells you everything you know that this is truly more than just a business. It's family. Celebrating its 24th year in the printing business, GNS Printing is your place for all your printing needs. Whether it's stationery products such as letterheads, envelopes, business cards, notepads, cut sheet form, marketing products such as brochures, presentation folders, postcards, newsletters, door hangers, posters, banners, trade show booths, rubber stamp ideal self-inking stamps, die plate dater stamps, handwood stamps, seal presses and embossers, continuous form carbonless forms, carbon interleave forms, single or multi-part forms, unit sets, handwritten forms, carbonless stud and edge glued, carbon interleaved, all sizes available, checks, laser checks, continuous checks, uniset checks, pegboard checks, 3-on-a-page checks, label stocking, custom labels, laser labels, mailing labels, direct thermal labels, thermal transfer labels, barcode labels, graphic art design, custom design logos, artwork, brochures, forms, whether you need a single one-time order of business cards or a complete company analysis of all your printed products, GNS Printing is here to help, offering the most customized, friendly, reliable service with competitive pricing you will find anywhere. Call GNS Printing today, 518-232-2465. The Adventure Family Fun Center, the ultimate place for your class trip, after prom party, family reunion, or social event of the year. The 1,000-foot outdoor go-kart track is the largest and most exciting in the area. Take a spin on the Le Mans indoor go-kart track. Get your friends together and face off in their multi-level laser tag arena. Buckle up and hop into an adrenaline-pumping round of bumper cars. Score the ultimate gaming experience in the arcade and test your target skills on our all-new airsoft range. Adventure Family Fun Center, offering several different adventure specials, including birthday party packages that come with your own party room. You're home to the best in family fun in the Lake George region. It's the Adventure Family Fun Center on Route 9 in Queensbury. Oscar Smokehouse on Raymond Lane in Warrensburg. Why don't you stop on by and see what they're smoking? Oscar Smokehouse has a great selection of smoked meats and cheeses. They carry a number of specialty items like their more than mustard, maple syrup, cheese spreads, beef jerky, and apparel. You'll also find a wide selection of meats including chicken, sausage, bacon, ham, plus their homemade stuffed burgers, salads, ribs, and steaks. Oscar Smokehouse on Raymond Lane in Warrensburg. Come on by and see what they're smoking.
We all know what it is.
It's a conspiracy.
Is it, what does it do?
So which is worse?
No,
the construction
every
vehicles?
morning, Harps. Every morning I get up and go to the stores. There's a conspiracy to make my morning hell. Whether it's
and it's all against Sully.
I love it. It's all against
I might join in.
All right, so we have Seth there. We see Seth, and before it, You know, the nice thing about doing the show that we can get serious if we need to, and I'm going to turn things over to RJ for a little seriousness here for a moment, but we'll be back to.
We good?
You're good.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the thing. So I just want to tell everyone, one of my good buddies, Keith Champagne, got to know him over like the past 10 years. Passed away last week. He wasn't feeling good. He didn't tell anybody, but my heart's out to the whole family. Ange, Casey, the Weibels, Kenny, anyone that works down there, anyone that was a friend of Keith's. I'm sorry about your loss. He was a good man. He'd come see me every Monday. He'll be missed. But he's getting a good laugh watching us right now.
You know, what a huge supporter of local music. And you know, because as you know, your history, you know, the two of you, the three of you at Sandy's Clam Bar, you know, when you go to see local bands, you know, and those venues, they're very few
and far between for sure.
And the fact that Humbugs still brought in live bands, and Keith was a huge proponent of that, and a huge supporter of that. And I know our local musicians, they felt the sting as well too. And our condolences from all of us here at Talkin' Smack.
He was a good guy. He'll be missed.
Quick story about the Champagnes. I've known him for 40 years.
Longer than me.
When Judy passed away.
Oh, can I mention one? Gabby and Sean. I'm sorry. I didn't want to forget you guys.
When Judy passed away, they were going through all the humbug stuff and whatnot. And I bring this up because the Operation Santa Claus kind of link. They found out that she wrote a check every month to St. Jude's Hospital. The family had no idea she did that, but as they were going through all the books trying to figure out the bills, so they found that she wrote a check every single month to St. Jude's Hospital. So they've continued to do that. How long has Judy passed?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
They continued to carry on that tradition in Judy's name for all these years, and they donate to Operation Santa Claus too. But they had no idea that she did that.
I forgot Keegan too.
Until they went through all those books and saw that. So they've continued on that tradition.
That's
just another family that gets it locally.
Yeah. He's one of those guys. In the old adage, I've told you this before. I know we've only done like 6 episodes since I've been here, but if you're doing a good deed for someone, if more than 2 people know about it, it's not a good deed.
Yeah,
and that's the kind of guy he is.
You're right.
Yep. That's for sure. Well,
anyway.
our condolences. So I see our producer, Mr. Producer over there, the Shadwick, Seth Cooper, the Shadow. Are we ready?
Yes, we are.
Ready to go with some Super Chats.
That first segment brought a little buzz, brought a little dough. Nothing wrong with that. Tim Drawbridge says, what knee pads, 4 laughing emojis. I agree with @Kenny.
Whoa, there you go, Kenny.
Butch Durkin says, snacks. You're 100% correct. Not exactly sure what that was about.
Probably about the guys wearing no pads and going out there playing the football.
Yeah, well, Butch is he's a
big ass crack pad guy.
Butch played football.
Listen, tailbone, those things.
I'm not making fun. I'm just saying.
I mean, back when we played football,
there's that look.
You would wear, you would have pads all around.
So much.
You'd have pads for your bottom of your spine. You'd have them for your hips so that you wouldn't need hip replacement like you twice. So you would have those as well too.
I think it.
And then the thigh pads, the knee pads, the maxi pads, you'd had them all.
But the wide receivers, well, Tim Waltz won't like that. Oh, we can't say nothing political.
Yeah.
But anything though, anything the receivers want to run as fast as they can. They're saying this is restraining me. So that's why I think
I know what's but you know what? You're saying you're there for the safety and all that. So that's the deal.
Now, when you guys were linemen, did you wear actual real lineman shoulder pads unlike Tony Baselli? Remember him?
Yeah.
Well, the kicker.
We had the full pads.
Yeah.
It's real lineman pads as opposed to
bigger shoulder pads.
They're bigger shoulder pads for the different positions. Like Tony Baselli is one of the greatest offensive linemen of all time. The kickers had bigger shoulder pads than he did.
Yeah,
when he played.
He wore them like what was the dude from Philadelphia? Or no, from Pittsburgh that didn't. No, it was from Philadelphia. Had very small shoulder pads. Defensive lineman Bennett.
Oh yeah,
and his shoulder pads were minuscule.
Well, look at Tony
because he didn't want to get them hauled. That's why he didn't wear them.
Look at Tony Mandridge. He had pads that they were way
Tony
too big
Mandridge was a steroid freak. I mean,
that's an understatement.
All right, ready with another one?
Yes.
Super Chats.
I'll just rapid fire through them here. Wes Lauk says playing on Monday then Sunday is no different than playing Sunday in week 18 than against them on Saturday in the playoffs.
It's, you know what, Wes, I'm not.
I don't agree.
This is different. This is different.
Especially when you're playing at a neutral site like they had to do.
And that's right. You got to move everything up. There's nobody home in that one. Nobody's home. And you got
Dan, though, Carolina, they're playing on Sunday this week. But
4?
Yeah. It's going to be at some crappy golf course.
Don't worry, Cam Newton will be there.
Yeah.
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame before Eli Manning.
He doesn't look like an idiot on first take. Take your hat off. Got it. How many mirrors do you think he has at the house, Wes?
Oh my God.
Joe Davino says Bills to the Super Bowl. Also,
thanks, Joe.
Coach Z Prime to the Cowboys? ?
Who?
That would be
Deion Sanders.
All right, so you're the Cowboys fan here.
I am. No.
So Neon Deion as the head honcho of your Dallas Cowboys.
No. RJ doesn't want the Dion. No. If he come on, we got enough. It's a freaking circus as it is.
I agree with you. Right?
You think that? And that's the thing. Do you honestly think that Jerry Jones is going to give Dion the freaking time of day to do whatever?
I don't think that he's going to leave because he's coaching his sons. I don't think.
Yeah,
that's
but
going
Shador's
to
graduating. I don't know about the other one.
Yeah.
Hey, RJ, for super chat purposes, can you do that little sing along again?
I will do it for you.
Andy's getting jiggy with it.
Thank you. Joe Davino also saying, as we talked about off the air, pitchers and catchers soon.
Yeah.
So baseball is coming up.
We're going to be
how many days, Kenny?
I think the Mets and Yankees
you were precise
arrive
before.
on the February 11th.
Okay. So just to let the Talkin' Smack fans know, we are working to bring in some major league pitchers into the show. You've got one. You've got one.
I got one.
And we're gonna talk some baseball here. So when it comes baseball season, we'll have some baseball. So that'll be a lot of fun. You got 2 more?
Oh boy.
Super chat.
Jeffrey Bean chiming in. Thank you so much. A nice weekly supporter of Talking Smack. He says a huge loss for the community. The things that people do behind the scenes donation wise without anyone knowing shows a lot about their character. Heart emoji.
The fact is we got 3 guys here at this table. We hustle for a lot of money. And
I thought we were going to talk about food with beans.
No.
I'll tell you what, killer piece today, Jeff Bean, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get none.
Oh, that's all right. Somebody took pictures, and I was getting pictures last night of Chef Buddha there. My son made some potatoes and left them a whole pan of them, I guess, up there for beans people to enjoy.
Oh, really?
And you know what I had?
Nothing.
Nothing. A can of Alpo.
I had French onion soup and a side salad. Super chat.
Robert Higgins, thank you so much for the nice super chat. He says, no helium tonight. What's up with that?
Don't
Sorry,
shake
guys,
his
we don't
body.
have any of that going on
Stop
tonight.
it.
Is it time?
Is
it time?
It's time. I got to come up with a theme song. I'll have to write one and record it and send it to him. It's what's setting Sully off? What's setting Sully off? What's setting Sully off?
And we are here to debut a brand new graphic. Drum roll, please.
Oh, God.
There you go. What's that now, Sully?
If you want to go across the table and get him, I'm going to smile out of the way so you can.
Healing, love, surprise, and friends.
When were you on a horse?
For all. Wait, did you see?
For everyone who can't see this.
Everybody can see it.
I look like Little Joe.
From Bonanza?
I'm gonna go.
There's only one Little Joe I know.
I'm gonna go with Haas on that.
Maybe Adam, but not Little Joe.
Little Joe might have been across the street Saturday night, but that's not Little Joe.
RJ, hang on one sec. I'll show you what the horse picture is.
You have the regular horse picture?
I do.
All right. So this is for what's setting Sully off, a brand new segment to the show. If you'd like to sponsor.
It goes right to Lachazy.
Oh my God. Oh, Talkin' Smack presents Mike Sullivan Bull riding after party. And people thought that was the real deal.
And the sad part,
and it says it right there. This is a joke. Mike Sullivan will not be at the rodeo this weekend riding horses or any other place. But people thought we were serious. So they go, "Oh, Sully's gonna be riding at the rodeo?" No,
I could see him operating the Zamboni.
During the rodeo.
No.
During the rodeo.
But I'm dipping a Zamboni.
Why not?
During the rodeo.
Can we
I'm
set
sure
that
Jeff
up?
Meade wouldn't mind
I was
that.
gonna say, where's Meade? We could set that
We
up.
can set that up. All right. So, all right, Sully, we got to ask you, what's setting Sully off?
What is upsetting me this week?
We'll be back at 20 o'clock.
Nah, and you see it all the time out and about. Adults that are out and about during the week, 2 in the afternoon, and they're wearing their pajama pants.
You're just jealous because
No.
at the school they're having a pajama party. So you wish that you could just go change oil in your pajamas. I get it.
No.
No. I agree with you because I'll tell you what.
Put your fucking pants on.
When we were out in
Sorry,
Foxborough, when we were out in Foxborough.
That's 5.
Kenny, get the spray bottle.
We need a swear jar.
Okay. But the thing is, we were out at
Put your pants
Foxborough,
on.
and I saw 2
Oh my
people,
God, people were
out there. They were wearing
we were freezing.
pajamas, pajama bottoms. It's like, I don't wear sweatpants, and I know there are other people here at the table that do. You too. So, 3. Okay. Kenny, do you wear sweatpants out?
No.
Okay. Snacks?
I wear sweatpants at home.
Do you wear them out to go shopping?
If I go out shopping, I'll wear my
Sweatpants are
sweatpants.
way different than pajama pants.
Come on, RJ, let's sing it. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The fur.
No, I changed the words to that in the old day when I watched Tropic
What the hell
Thunder.
are you singing? Where did that
I have
go?
no idea.
That's Fergie for you there, Cell Dog.
Really? That's Fergie?
That's Fergie.
If I
Did you guys
had
ever watch
a
Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder, yeah.
So it's the song that Tom Cruise is singing when he's west.
Oh, really?
West.
I never even paid attention because it's like one of the few roles I like Tom Cruise in.
I changed. it took me 3 times to watch the movie to figure out it was him. I was watching the credits.
You really didn't know?
You didn't know that was him?
Oh, he's a midget.
I was
and-
drinking pretty aggressively back then.
Okay.
Dan. So, but when I changed the words of the song, so I call apple martinis early in the morning.
I'm going to have to go back and watch the movie now.
It's like fucking RJ sing along tonight.
He started it.
All right, Sully. So
You want to make these guys some
Yeah,
money
so
or
put
what?
pants on.
So
What are you doing?
you're against people out in public wearing
It looks
pajamas.
ridiculous.
So what's up with the shoes you're wearing right now? They look like freaking
sneakers.
tabby boots.
All
They're
right,
not
show our
sneakers.
listeners your shoes.
Take your
I
shoe
can't
off.
lift my
Take
foot up.
you can
No,
take
you
your
can
shoe
take
off.
your shoe off
can,
and
you
lift your
can.
shoe up, can't you?
What's wrong with my shoe?
No,
A sneaker.
I think that's pretty cool.
They're my go fasters.
Oh boy.
When you wear sneakers, you go faster. Don't
He
you?
said fasters, not bastards.
Yeah.
He said.
No, they're my go fasters.
He's trying to compete with Tony
Downhill with the wind at your back?
Yeah.
Well,
They both got as many Super
I
Bowl
can't wait
rings.
to
So
make me
yeah.
take my
I
shoes
know.
off.
So
What are they? You don't have the slip-ons yet?
I don't have my slip-ons on tonight. I've got my
No.
Foxboroughs on.
I don't know what this
the
has to do with
Foxboroughs.
wearing
Is that what they're called?
pajamas.
Well, no, I got these.
With
in
gray
Foxboroughs.
I know that. Yeah, I know. I know where you got them. I was with you.
So no one. I mean, I understand that. Let's face
Yeah,
it.
but is it full-blown pajamas, like the pajamas with the slippers?
How long are you going to be out
And
in
the
public?
Well, I've seen them, but even but
Yeah.
these pajama pants, don't you think that's weird at 2 o'clock to have them on a
I've got
freaking
flannel pajama pants that I go
Tuesday?
out
Hey, nice
with.
job, Sully.
I've
Why?
Listen, I've gone. What do you mean? Why? I don't want to
Pants
change.
on.
You go to.
I got pockets in my flannel pajamas.
No, but if like I have Sandy's pajamas. You remember those, Sully?
Yeah.
But the money used to always fall. I'd be like, oh my god, I went with like $500. I got like
I could go wear my
$3 left.
Zubas.
Oh Jesus!
Jeez,
No!
remember those things?
No!
Oh, my
You
God.
and Chuck Ruggiero. No, I
and
don't
Gary,
want.
Gary Patton.
Oh my God! No, I don't want. I don't. No, please don't bring the Zubas back. I mean, your wife. She is threatened to burn those if she could find them.
Tried to get rid of them 3 times.
She doesn't know where they are right
You
now.
still have them?
Oh yeah, they're up. I'm not.
So does Rossi.
There's
Rossi's
wear 'em
got
next
his, I'm
week.
sure.
Wear 'em next
Okay.
week.
There's
So
somewhere-
what's
let's
a
say this way,
what's a
there's somewhere
super
where-
chat donation for you to wear them on the show?
Well, first of all, I don't know how old they are, and if the wind blows,
Doesn't
the wrong way,
matter.
They could fall apart.
So we want to know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Come on, Snacks. Come on.
What's a dollar amount?
I
Come
gotta
on.
find them. Make sure I got them up there.
Now, are they green and gold like the Packer colors?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They were.
They were the ones I used to wear after the game.
Okay.
So they'll
We
fall
go-
apart just
so-
like the Packers
Yeah.
did.
So after the game,
That's setting Sully off.
we used to wear them after the game.
Drop the mic.
That's what I.
You know what we used to say in play when we did play-by-play? Sully going downtown.
So Sully, if I bought you moon boots,
Oh, I'd
would
look
you
at,
wear them?
yes, because that would depend on I was East Philly.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
I was
Moon boots
gonna
are
say it.
Uggs.
I was going to
No,
say
he
it.
knows. No, he's going to say the
Yeah, I know. I know.
silver and blue.
Silver, yeah, with a little lightning bolt on the side.
So anyway, to wrap it up, show in
Silver
public
and
and show of the
blue.
day.
So what's the show this
Silver
week
and
about it?
blue.
I just saw it. I was at Stewart's in the afternoon. A guy comes in.
Were you getting lotto blocked again?
No, because I was in after 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
6, 4, 9, 3, 2. Scratch them off at home. Go home.
So what are you going to say?
And you stop doing things that I'm against just to piss me off. Every time I say I don't like something, you do it the next week.
No, I just happened to be sitting there, and all of a sudden there's a truck in front of me with a sign on it.
Yeah, but
you
didn't you?
My
text
wife
me?
was driving the truck with the snow coming off my roof. I took a picture of it.
Yeah, you said I just left my snow at the corner of Crandall, and then you bought Lotto early.
Yeah,
stop. You're just doing it to upset me.
All right, so RJ, you're the only one here at this table that still sells Lotto tickets. Is there a time when you don't want to sell?
We don't sell Lotto tickets.
We
do quick draw and Powerball.
You can get you get Lotto.
No, so like people come in with their tickets they've had in their pockets for 10 years.
Oh,
for whatever reason, our terminal doesn't run them. Wink, wink. But
Tony helped Lisa out the other day.
I'll do quick draw and I'll do Powerball and I'll do Take 5. Anything that we have, I can
Mega Millions.
I can do it for you. But if you come in with one of those things that has a zillion numbers on it, and it's been in your pocket for 20 years, it doesn't.
It's Cumberland Farms. It's not a casino. Christ almighty.
To go back, I had Keith passed away Friday morning early. So that whole crew came down. They are savages. Oh my God.
They like to gamble.
The quick draw totals. Oh my God. It was astronomical.
That's
and thank God Ann did a good
that's
one.
the thing that bugs me now that we're bringing that up.
What's that?
That grinds your gears?
I gotta wait for a beer so that
I don't make anyone wait for anything.
No, you got
that's next week.
What'd you say?
That's next week.
Yeah. And then over the weekend he's gonna go, I broke another rule.
But
Jen and I sat on the same side and it wasn't for a Thunder game.
Well, I saw
no, that'll never happen.
I saw a friend of ours, a same sider, the other night after the hockey game.
Who?
Nameless.
No. Matthias.
Call him right. Are you kidding me?
Same siding it. I said, what are you two young
Are you kidding me,
You
Matthias?
love puppies? I said, yeah.
Where were they?
Talk of the town.
Give me the situation.
They were eating
in a booth?
In a booth. Same side. Nobody was on the other side. Somebody finally came in afterwards, but they were same side. And I know how much that grinds your gears. We've been out.
It looks ridiculous.
Wait, somebody else came in after and sat down with them?
Somebody else afterwards. Afterwards. They were already sitting down. Oh, it was
long?
It was probably 15 minutes.
See, now if Jen and I go out and we're meeting another couple, I'll make her sit on the other side until that couple gets there.
Make her sit. You won't go to the other side as a gentleman?
Absolutely not.
You're not a gentleman.
Well, I didn't say that. I said.
I did.
What I said.
Whoa.
What I said is that we'll sit on the other side. What?
So if you're at a booth and you're at a place,
yeah,
and you make her sit on the other side,
yeah,
no one's going to take the other side of the booth.
Yeah, but it looks ridiculous, though. It doesn't matter.
This whole same side thing, it's a whole issue.
Oh, we did it last week, didn't we?
We've done it a few weeks.
I think I gave you the answers to the question last week.
Well, I mean, you're a relationship expert. We realize that. When you get a look at RJ right now, relationship expert.
I know what I'm talking. I know what I'm talking about.
He's an observant.
No, but
absorbent, maybe. But I saw that when we were at the hockey game Friday night. We went over to the.
I just invited him to that comedy show. He is getting uninvited.
Well, I mean, you have firsthand. You notice where our seats are on the hockey game.
Yeah.
Judy and I don't sit next to each other. She sits in one, and I'm one behind her.
You see us at the hockey game. I don't sit next to Lisa.
I lost hand in my season tickets.
You what?
Can we talk about your story over the weekend, please? That's a good segue. Nice job there, Sully.
So what happened? I don't know anything about this. I was told that I couldn't know.
So I did a thing.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
This is something that Sully did. Something
Sully
did.
This is what upsets other people.
Everybody's singing here tonight.
At the hockey game Saturday night, I went out before the game.
You did?
No. I had a couple cocktails at Heritage Hall. I was 3 Scotch Sullys. I was feeling pretty good.
3 Scotch Sully?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the funniest.
I didn't know that was a level.
That's Seth, that's what you should put on the next week's thing under Mike's name. 3 Scotch Sully.
So anyway, I'm sitting in my row. Jen's on the aisle. Then it's me. We had like 5 or 6 seats open. A guy from the row below us climbs over the seat.
I know this.
Oh, I know this. I know too. I know.
And he walks out, and so we stand up, and he goes and he does his thing wherever he's got to go. When he comes back, he's got to go through us again. But now he's got 2 bottles.
But he's not in your row.
No, He's in the row below us.
Then why isn't he putting everybody else in inconvenience way?
Well, Dan, I'm not quite sure the answer to that. But what happened was that when the guy came back, we had to stand up again. Now the guy's got 2 bottles of water, a soda, and a bucket of popcorn.
Did you put your hand in the popcorn?
Yeah, I took a whole handful.
Did you really?
Yeah, high five. Oh, yeah.
So the guy looked at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Six.
But I think I stunned him so much
that he didn't say anything back?
Just kept going.
Did he ever say anything?
Zero.
Did he react?
No, but you know who said something? Jen.
No, so I look at him yesterday. He's here with Tad and Mead.
Okay.
So the first thing I say is, what would you say in that instance? I said, what are you? And a name, a person. I said, who are you? Mattingly?
Oh, yeah,
You know,
really?
That's all I thought of, right? And Tad's like, I wanted to say it, but I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
So it was a popcorn toll for making me get up twice.
You know what, though? I'm going to, Jen may be mad at you. Your birthday brother, me.
Yeah.
I'm with you on this one.
So I appreciate that.
I would have.
Well, I was mad at her because she was mad at me.
How long did this matter?
She's seen this movie. Like that shocked her. That's what put.
Once again, RJ Stockdale, Mike Sullivan, relationship experts.
I was going to get out of my head tonight, you guys.
So-
Chazy's in my head.
So her.
Ken
her-
Lucchese, relationship expert.
So her thing was, it was rude.
And they're all on the same side.
And he said, well, she goes, well, what would you do if the guy punched you? And I said, well, I know that wasn't going to happen.
He would have fell down. That's what would
his
happen.
hands were full. He would have dropped out.
He was going to drink his beer. Drop
Right?
his beers,
I mean,
right. Yeah.
for the amount of money that he just spent on water, soda, and popcorn, he ain't dropping that
So
crowd.
anyway, I did that.
For all the years I've gone to that Civic Center, though, I'm amazed there's never been like a bad fall.
I've seen a couple. There were some
I saw
drunken
Richie.
fans from Utica.
I saw
that
Richie.
did it. But, I agree with you because the thing is the guy went out of his way to not go through his row, which is just very uncouth.
Popcorn.
Very uncouth.
I wouldn't let him.
And then to do that, then to go down to the next row, that is crap. That is just absolute crap. There's no rules.
I would have done the same thing.
I
That's
would've
why
done
I
it
said
too.
I would have grabbed.
I don't know what made me do it. It was right.
But you know what?
It's
We're
an
proud of you,
impulse.
Sully.
I would have grabbed his beer.
Well, he didn't
There
have
was no beer.
He had
2
water and
waters
soda.
of soda.
So he's
Popcorn.
got, $20-something worth of concessions there, and he's not going to pop Sully.
I thought it was funny.
I think it's more than funny. It's justifiable.
Thank you.
Because there's no reason for
Building's
someone.
not easy. You gotta
We gotta
establish
change
yourself.
it. Sully's vigilante justice.
Sully's vigilante justice.
Super Chad.
Brought to you by Chico's Bail Bonds.
But you know what? That guy is telling that story today.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Right?
Oh, he's gonna try and test
Get
you
over
next
He's
time.
not going to believe what
If he
happened.
sits, if that guy's back, I bet you he tests.
It's not like we don't put you on the video boards. They don't know you're the gas man.
Yeah, I want to change that too.
That's not my fault.
Okay.
That
We need
I
to
have
get rid of
nothing to do with that.
All right.
Well, I'll
Get
be
rid of
glad-
what?
know.
Putting you on the
yeah,
spot.
I don't need to be on the camera.
If you need
The
gas, look
ad's
at this
enough.
man. Look
Yeah.
at this man. He's got gas. You could tell. Just
Yeah.
look at his face. That's coming up Tuesday, February the 11th.
Yes, because Valentine's Day is that Friday.
Oh,
It is, yeah.
I'm making the executive decision now that if we get any super chats from any singles, we will read through them. Dating advice with RJ Stockdale. We will get a sponsor for this. Hank, that's on you.
Got it.
Thank you.
We'll
plug it.
hey,
Dating advice with RJ Stockdale.
well, I'm not even gonna touch you right now.
Yeah,
Next week
let
I'll
that
talk
go.
to you.
Let it go.
Next week I'll talk to you.
Yeah, okay.
But
Oh, that's
listen,
funny. You're
you
killing
never.
it.
That is awesome.
I'm going to give you advice right now. Anytime a birthday or Christmas is coming up, get rid of them. It's going to cost you.
Well, did you see the other day that
Birthdays and
singles will
Christmas.
save $8,000 this year by not dating?
That was like 5,000.
I know. I might start smoking again.
That I just there's something about. Is that Sully? That's
Yeah, that's
the old
Sully
man.
with your bobblehead with the head cut off.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh my god.
Maybe you need your prescription changed. Who knows?
Well, he didn't know either.
I can't see it.
Maybe you both need your prescriptions
it looks
changed.
like Sully, when he's 85.
Looks like he's got a spark plug in his hand or something.
Like Junior
that.
Soprano.
I thought that was
He does.
It's not spark plug.
I thought that was a good picture.
I don't want to do your dirty work.
I can't see it.
Oh, well, Steely Dan. Yes.
Yeah, but
Very
oh
good.
my God.
You know, for a long time, I thought Steely Dan was one guy.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
I thought his name was Steely Dan.
Yeah,
We won't. And I know we have to be nice here. Does anyone know what a Steely Dan actually is?
not a clue.
A Steely Dan is an apparatus.
Oh,
I do know what it is.
Wow. Hey, wait, hold on. Lachazy knows?
Yeah, he does.
What are you doing up there in Chestertown?
I'm a Steely Dan fan. I had to look up what the band meant. So I like,
I'm a huge Steely Dan fan.
So then the only two at this table that knew what the Steely Dan thing are you and Kenny?
What's the song that Steely Dan sings?
I don't want to do your dirty work. Yeah.
I Can't Buy a Thrill, 1972.
I just go real.
I only know the song from The Sopranos.
Well, we used to call it. Listen to the whole album. My buddy Emil used to call it K-Tel's greatest hits when I'd put it on.
Well, I was born in the wrong decade, according to my boss. So
yeah, you were born.
Brought to you by K-Tel.
K-Tel. All right, Goofy Gobblers. What? We got another super chat.
Super chat.
Two, Andy Goddard chiming in. Thank you, sir. Same side as funny stuff. So appreciate the laugh on this segment.
And it's the truth.
You guys
And Jen's probably and he has a Jen
Daniel's
sitting
had a
probably
spit
next
take
to him,
there.
punching him, laughing too. If she's watching it.
Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer, of course,
Nate.
an avid Talking Smack supporter. I'm going out of my way to go through Sully's Row next week.
Bring a beer.
You were right.
It was impulse. I thought it was funny.
If he was in his own
Not
row,
everybody gets my humor. I get that.
But if he was in his own row and you grabbed the popcorn, then Jen is justified in being angry.
Oh, I was doing it no matter what. That just happened to be.
And he was in your row. You were 110% justified. What?
Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer again. He says, "I feel like I should be wearing protection while watching this tonight."
You're a smart man.
Yeah, Nate. Listen, Nate went to school with my kids, so I've known Nate since he was a little fella there. So yeah, Nate, you should wear protection. You should have thought of that before. All right, super chat.
Andy Goddard, of course, chiming in. He said, "Ha ha ha ha, yes."
Yeah, Andy Goddard.
So Jen's probably sitting next to him laughing.
Andy went to the prom with my daughter Sarah. So yeah, we're covering all the bases.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Another one.
Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer, if Sully grabs my popcorn, he's going to get a handful of more than just popcorn. Wink emoji.
Wait, you're not sitting down, are you? Because there's that.
The hell does that mean?
You don't know the popcorn trick?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Kenny, what are you laughing at, Kenny?
I just think when you say, "Oh yeah," that's all.
I thought he was still on Steely Dan.
We may have to bring Kenny back with dating relationship expert.
No, you don't want to.
episode.
No way.
For the love episode.
No, my feet are cold.
Well, you put your shoes back on.
Put your shoe back on, Joe Pesci. Let's go.
We'll be back with more. We're talking smack upstairs at the Bullpen. We'll see you back here in a couple.
Brought to you by Clean It Out Containers and Junk Removal Service. Do you have a lot of junk or waste to remove from your home? Clean It Out Containers and Junk Removal offers compact and cost-effective dumpsters and other waste removal services, such as appliance removal and estate cleanouts. Based out of South Glens Falls, Clean It Out Containers is a family-owned and operated dumpster rental business that provides convenient roll-off dumpster services. Whether you have a garage full of junk, extra scrap metal to dispose of, or even organic waste like lawn debris and branches, they have you covered. Clean It Out Containers also features highly competitive rates and flexible rental times. You can easily select a service on their website and then pick a date or time that works for you. Call and book via phone. Brought to you by GA Bove Fuels. At GA Bove Fuels, they take pride in providing timely and reliable oil and propane delivery services. Whether you're located in the Lake George and Glens Falls regions of New York or as far away as the Bennington, Vermont area, we are able to serve you. They encourage you to contact them today and learn more about their propane and oil delivery services, as well as the other work they complete for you. Whether you need a minor furnace repair, complete AC installation, or routine HVAC system maintenance, GA Bove's fully trained and certified technicians will help you out. In addition to the heating and cooling work, they also supply premium diesel, gas blends, heating oil, wood pellets, and other fuel delivery options to properties across the entire Northern Capital Region. GA Bove Fuels. Give Mike Sullivan a call at 518-337-6599. by your Edward Jones financial advisor serving Glens Falls, Stephen Babson. Get the personal financial advice you need to achieve your goals. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care for the most, Stephen Babson can work together with you to develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Stephen Babson can also monitor your progress. Give Stephen Babson a call today at Edward Jones in Glens Falls at the corner of Bay and Washington. By Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters. When you choose Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters, you'll always have access to the area's lowest prices. As a family-owned and operated business for over a decade, you'll be treated like our neighbor. That means affordable prices and friendly, knowledgeable service every time. Get in touch today to find out more how they can help you improve your gutters and protect your roof for years to come. When you work with Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters, you'll get a 10-year workmanship warranty on gutters, downspouts, and leak protection. If anything goes wrong with your work, it'll be covered.
They were awesome. So it worked out, man. And then we ate shit. The best thing, I want to tell you a funny story. The best thing was in Mujhi Valley.
Where is that?
It's in the middle of Afghanistan. And it's the Italian fire base. This is a funny story. I'm not getting crazy. But some stuff happened. We're in the mortar pits and like whatever. That's where we sleep. It's freezing. It's in Winter Valley. It's freezing. And shit happened. We did what we did. The freaking Italians have wine and pasta and meatballs imported.
Really?
Wow. So this shit happened at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in my underoos on the wall doing my thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? So about 04, something like that. They're like, come on, we're having some dinner. I'm like, dinner? I'm like, it's like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. What are you talking about? Because,
yeah,
meatballs, sausage, pasta. It was, and they wanted to feed us, like, and give us some red wine. I'm like, we can't drink. Americans can't drink over there. Everybody else can drink. We can't drink. And I'm like, oh. But the meatballs, all homemade. Imported.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Like the homemade, the pot, like it was crazy.
I can tell just by looking at you. You're hungry now.
Seriously. I'm like,
you're like, forget these MREs, man.
I'm sitting there like in my underoos at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, really? And like, all my bosses were great. My colonel was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating fucking pasta.
It really is amazing. I mean, and the thing is, you got a job to do and you do it.
That's a true story, man.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people won't understand that, but like you understand the Marine Corps, like that's a true story.
You're there to do. I mean, they're not going to give you anything that's not good for you. I mean, we joke about it because we went through it. We ate this stuff.
We're back with Talking Smack tonight, and our special guest tonight, Ken Lucchese, pinch hitting in for John Pratt. And Kenny, great to have you on board
tonight.
Dan. And I love talking to you the day after we do.
Yeah, because I watch the show all the time.
Because you're a loyal watcher.
Yes.
So you've come up with a great idea.
Well, we talk about Mike with his language. So we have the
language.
The official first. Well, come on. You said there's got to be a family show here.
Okay.
So Mike's cursing and other things. Okay. Or anybody else is cursing.
Other things. Well, just stick with the cursing, man.
Okay. So what we could do is we could have the official first ever Talking Smack drinking game. If you're in a group of friends or anything, sort of like playing quarters in college,
Oh, they could do this at home.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What it is that if Mike says something or anybody else says something, you got to take a shot.
We used to do it with Gilligan's Island. By the end of an episode, you're done.
Yes, exactly.
I like that idea.
What were you waiting for him to say?
Every time they say Gilligan, they say
really?
They say it 100 times an episode. Me and Timmy used to do it.
So right now that you'd be like, we're on 6, so you'd be people that have 6 shots.
You know what we need to do, Snacks? So what we need to do now is get the Talkin' Smack shot glasses. We can sell those for the official Talkin' Smack home game for when Sully goes. I love that idea. If we can make a few bucks on it, I'm all for it, baby. Anything to pay for this crap, that's for sure. Hey, while we're at it, let's go to Super Chat.
Nathan Brimmer.
Back again?
I don't need to sit down, though. I will need stilts, though.
Oh, God, Nate.
I don't know who that guy is. Is he saying you're tall?
You don't know Nate?
No.
I'll introduce you to him.
It's going to be some awful expensive popcorn. I know that.
I'm not sure if I want to
I hope that's butter. You got another?
Super chat.
Mark Del Signo or RJ. This is
Marky
for
D.
you.
Marky
D.
He said, "What up, RJ? Great show, guys. Keep up the great work."
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
He's a huge Bills fan.
Really?
I guarantee he'll be out there. He is nuts when it comes to the Buffalo Bills.
Who was the guy at the bar with
Marky
with the
D?
helmet with the thing?
Oh, that's Baker's.
Oh, did he have,
yeah.
Oh, he had the blue.
Steve Baker.
Steve Baker. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he had the thing.
No, he has a thing. He looks like he's like from the Flintstones with like the Brontosaurus burger.
The water buffalo hat.
Correct.
You know who's got those?
Water buffaloes.
Right there. Snacks has them.
I got it.
I got to give Marky D some credit though. This guy, I guarantee you, he'll be out there, and he'll do some like kind of cryptic video.
Actually, Gunner.
Really? Will he be shirtless again?
Probably.
Okay.
They were hijacked the other day off the couch. Gunner and Aubrey have them.
Your buffalo hats?
Yeah.
These things are just like, the Grand Poobah.
Yeah, that's what
I got a lot of compliments on it.
The loyal or water buffaloes.
Yeah. Do we have another one? No. Okay. All right.
The ones that you saw with the blue, those are the ones they actually were. But we got ones that we ordered. John Banks ordered them online.
This thing was legit.
I had my hood on, and they told me I looked like something from Legend, the movie Legend.
Oh, yeah, like that's for sure. All right. So we're going to. Last night we touched on this, Seth, about all-star games in minor leagues. Listen, I understand it's a big deal to be made an all-star. I mean, for anybody that's ever made an all-star team, I mean, you did.
Yeah.
I have. RJ.
Little League doesn't really count.
Yeah, it counts. It counts. Soldog, you're an all-star. Kenny, you ever make the all-star soccer team?
Never.
Seth,
I wasn't an all-star, but I did win a gold medal in the Paralympic Games.
So good for you.
So I
you were an all-star.
I consider that an all-star.
Okay, but the all-star game.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Sully.
I want to know the sport.
Skiing, downhill skiing.
Well, all right, listen, no pick.
Go ahead, Sully. No. You.
No, he's not. I'm not letting him. We're going on. He said, Dan, if I
But it would be really fucking funny.
7.
You'd be freaking hammered right now if you were playing the Talkin' Smack board game.
So we did.
Yes,
we did talk about this yesterday during On Center Ice, and we talked about how the ECHL this year going away with the All-Star game for 2025, opting for a Heritage Classic. They have the Four Nations face-off coming in February, but it makes no sense next year because you got the Olympics, then you got Four Nations and things like that. And what does the ECHL announce today? They announced that Spit and Chicklets is a part owner of the new
our competition. I wish.
So basically,
I'd be retired right now, baby. I wouldn't be getting up anymore after 3.
So basically, they're going to be part owners on the Greensboro, South Carolina team, which
for them.
Will be the team name will be announced in 12 minutes.
You know what?
But then, what does the ECHL and Ryan Creelan do today? They announced that yes, during the Olympics next year, they will have an All-Star game, and it will take place in Allen, Texas. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
That's a great location.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mentioned this I've worked 2 All-Star games. I worked a UHL All-Star game and an ECHL All-Star game. And I'm just going to say it takes so much time. It takes so much money. It takes so much effort. It takes so much manpower. And for the results and what you get back from it, you're stealing from the fans. So what happens is that, you have to put all that effort into something that really means a lot of nothing.
The venue probably makes concessions, but that's not helping.
But that's not helping fans
Right.
because
Then the other is taking a step further.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Let them watch what they want to watch.
Yeah.
Well, that was the sad thing about the UHL All-Star game. And
there was a lot of sad things.
Yeah, but we knew that. But the fact that I was there in attendance, and I remember half the people left after the preliminary, which was the Red Wings alumni game versus UHL.
Yep.
Is that the one I was talking about last with Levy and those guys were here?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, actually. Everyone was so drunk.
Oh,
they were.
Yeah. They'd be playing the Talkin' Smack
then
game
of course,
right
the
now.
teams was it Team Mountain Dew versus Team Diet Pepsi or something like
Team
that?
Pepsi, yeah.
Yeah.
Where was that?
It
was at the what's now the Cool Insurance Arena.
It was pretty cool.
It was an All-Star game?
Yeah. But it just takes so much away from your staff. And don't even get me going on this.
And what about
Hold on. Look at the screen.
I see it.
That thing there, I'm going to sully it.
Where was that?
It's pissing me off. This is down by exit.
Dan won.
There's a shot.
Is that like exit 17 coming to 18?
No, this is down by exit 11 or 12, somewhere down there.
Are those solar panels?
Who freaking knows?
Sean put him there.
I hope so if he's got the money. But the thing about this is people, I'm reading online and what's setting Dan off? What's setting Dan off? What's making Miner mad? What's making Miner mad?
Well,
I'll
come up with a song for it.
Well, thank you. We will work on it.
So what's making you mad?
This here,
the sign.
Why are you mad?
Why? Because when I read comments from people, that's back when we had a real hockey team.
Oh, they don't remember that shit.
And
they do.
No, they think they do, but they don't.
It's because the stories that they've heard.
That's right.
I would bet more than half the attendees of the Adirondack Thunder game never went to an Adirondack.
That's 25.
I'm sorry. They go to an Adirondack Thunder game. I guess I made that mistake once.
Yeah, I know.
Have never. Go ahead.
No. I want you.
Half the people that have been to an Adirondack Thunder game have never been to an Adirondack Red Wing game.
It's 25 years
have
ago.
No idea what it was like.
Go. It's done.
I agree with you
1,000%.
It's
It's gone.
It's just north of exit 10.
Thank you.
Well, they can blame Michael Illich because he sold out.
It's still there.
It was.
This is on right now because they took the front off of this billboard.
Oh, that's there now.
Oh,
They took you. Oh, really?
And you know what? It's there. Okay, great. I mean, take a look at it. And remember what
So
you
what
think.
was the phone number?
743 Wing.
A wing. Okay.
Yeah, but when people make the comments, well, that's back when. Bullshit. You people don't know what you're talking about.
They weren't there.
You weren't there. I was there. I
wasn't
worked.
there.
Huh?
I can tell you I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
I hung out with a lot of the Red Wings.
I think the phone number was 518-337-6599.
Yeah, if I had gas, I'd burn that thing down. But I'm not threatening anybody right now.
Yourself on that one. That was a good one, producer.
But it just, it just annoys me when people say things like that. It burns me.
Well,
no. I want to hear what you got to say, Sully.
Well,
go on.
A lot of the stuff on the social media things about the Adirondack Thunder burn me.
Oh yeah,
because they don't know what they're talking about.
Tell them to go watch the games.
No,
I personally don't know because I work all day and then I go home. But
I mean, as somebody that's new to it, like I was telling Dan earlier, I'll sit there and there's people that are around me, and they're
tell what you told that.
And they're talking about our guys going up and hitting. Maybe you need to get the practice so you can work on your hitting and hit them harder and stuff like that. And I looked over at the guy and I said, "Did you used to play hockey?"
No, none of them did.
No, I literally.
No, this is what he did.
I literally looked
this is a real conversation.
I go, "Did you?
Good for you. What do you say?
Did you play hockey?" No. And he's like, "No." I said, "Then why are you judging them if you've never played the game?"
You're on skates, jackass.
I haven't played. Listen, I just love watching people hit.
Yes, jackass doesn't count.
Jackass doesn't count. Okay,
jackass doesn't count.
All right.
He's up on that.
Oh, now we're gonna have a word list.
No, it's gonna be. We know what we got. We got George Carlin coming in with the 7 words you can't say. I'm talking smack.
But things like that annoy me. I root for the people that are here, the people that left in the middle of the afternoon via fax machine. I worked for the Red Wings. Okay, so that's done and gone.
Whatever.
Do you think
done.
Michael Illich cared about Dan
It was a generation ago.
It's 25 years ago.
It's a generation
Let
ago.
it go. It's done.
It's like
it's over.
And I loved it. Well, how Petey, he's one of our brothers.
Yeah,
Pete Peltz of Eastfield, the White Sox. I used to love that. I went to every game when I was a kid.
Yeah, but they're gone too. So we're gonna go wax poetic about back when we had baseball.
If I
Ron Kittle,
remember Ron Karkovice? Oh, that chicken.
Trust me, we don't get those waxing poetics about the lumberjack years either. Trust me.
It's just it really fries my cookies, and because my cookies are fried, and what's making mine mad? I like that. That might have some.
I'll remember that.
Okay.
That'll be the companion
That might have
segment.
some ZZ Top legs.
I remember that.
That was good.
That was good.
It's time for another
Super Chat.
There's a boatload here, so stay with me. Joe DeVito says, "Go Bills" once again. Thank you so much. Herb Cloutier chiming in.
What?
Participate.
What? The podcast king.
You don't listen, Herb.
The podcast king is in tonight.
He says participation trophy is not an all-star.
You know what?
You would know.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Oh my God!
What? That was Kevin Chasey, baby.
That wasn't me. I didn't say it.
That was me.
Oh, that was you.
I didn't say anything.
I thought it was Kenny for saying,
No.
"I'm not standing against street."
No.
Whoa.
Not me, guys.
Herb Cloutier again. We did talk
you,
about
RJ.
this. He said,
I earned that one though.
Yes, you did. You did. We'll give you that one. No, we're 7.
All right.
Not sure if you told Herb this story. It says, ask Sully about stealing a guy's popcorn during the weekend's games. You'll love the story. We talked about it. Christopher T. Moore chiming in. Breaking news from Adam Schefter. Hank Pelton has come to terms on a deal to be the next head coach of the New York Jets. That is a joke. We are not breaking news.
Thank you, Chris.
We want tickets.
And we got another one?
There's Super Chat. 3 more here. Nathan Brimmer, quote, this is Red Wing country where the beer is cold, the hockey is hot, and everyone got more opinions about power plays than they do about politics.
And the acid's really good too.
That
especially during the Noel Brown years, the power play.
Oh, stop.
Oh,
Kenny.
I forgot about that guy.
Jeremy Gagne chiming in. So if someone gets out to dinner in a car covered in snow in pajamas, sitting on the same side of a booth, Sully might explode.
Hey, that's a good one. I'll wear my Zubas with my snow on my car with a sign at the back of my truck.
You know what, Dan? We
And
got
with your
another
wife sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
I think we got a new segment. The award goes to the best super chat of the night.
You know what? We might have to start
That might
doing
be the winner this
we
week.
We might. Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer once more.
Hey,
Quote,
hold on. You're spending your kid's college inheritance for this, okay?
quote, this is Red Wing country where the ice isn't the only thing getting scrapped. Once again, we remind everyone that super chats that come in during the evening will be read.
They must be
word for word.
We have to read them because
quick shout out to
he's
Jeremy.
desperately wanting a nickname. This guy, isn't he?
Quick shout out to Jeremy Gagne. He is one of GA Bove's premier propane delivery boys, who donated all of his tips this year to Operation
thank
Santa
you, brother.
Claus.
That was really cool.
And he's an avid watcher of Talking Smack. So, Jeremy, I love you, man. Appreciate you.
When we get the home game for, the Talking Smack home game for about, with the shot glasses.
We've been working on that.
Yeah, when we get that done, Jeremy's going to get our first set. How about
that'd
that?
be cool.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, no,
we got another one?
guy.
Did you put your hand up for
Super Chat?
I don't like the sound of this already.
Tim Drawbridge says, can you show the graphic again of no, this is a different one. Oh, I can get to this one. He says, show the graphic. Mike Sullivan starring in Blazing Saddies.
Does he see what shirt you're wearing?
What's wrong with my shirt?
It's Auburn.
It's what you talked about earlier. It's what you asked about earlier.
Oh, about your man boobs? What? That's what you said, didn't you?
He confirmed.
We're talking smack, baby.
I
mean, you let
He's going to drop it. Hang on.
Man boobs.
Everybody's getting their shot glasses in their hand right now.
Don't start until we have the official shot glasses ready to go. All right. And when we
I'm going to have a sip and move on.
Okay. He's not 3 Scotch Sully tonight. Are we getting another super chat?
No,
we're done.
Where are we going?
I have one more. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I missed one.
Super chat.
Oh, Joe Davino again. What do you think of all this revamped Pro Bowl crap since you guys were talking about the All-Star game?
I hate the Pro Bowl. I
don't even watch it.
Second that emotion.
It's stupid.
I don't even watch it.
It's just stupid.
The Pro Bowl.
Oh, my God. Look who's here. Zach Walker's
Number
here.
55.
One of the lead
No,
singers
used to could.
Chupacabra.
Wait, are you in pajamas?
Oh! No way! Are you kidding me right now?
Zach, I'm
hold
not
on.
the only one that gets
You
his
just
pissed
came
off
from
now.
a party. You wore pajamas to the party?
Zach is going to tell us all about his pajama wear.
Are you kidding me right now? Put some
What do you want to know?
pants on.
What do you want to know about my pajamas?
Why are you wearing pajamas during the day?
I'm not. I just got home from the party. Just had dinner with my lovely wife. Okay.
Okay.
Did a great job. I appreciate everything that she does for me. She's actually waiting outside, so I can't be here too long. We're walking to Stewie's. We're gonna go get some ice cream, making some cookies.
Are you getting lottery tickets?
Are you going to lotto block Sully afterwards?
What happened to your face?
I'll be honest with you. I got home this afternoon and I said, screw this. I've had enough. And I haven't been naked on my face since like August. So I've lost 70 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I look like without it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take it off. And I took it off and I'm like, oh my God, I'm skinny. And I go, not only am I skinny, I'm freaking old. Oh my God, I look like a goddamn old man. Give me a penalty on that one, Kenny.
This morning, I heard you on your talk too. Someone said they were so happy, like you were their inspiration for them losing weight, and you said,
You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration.
Can I finish my story?
He's got to go. He's got to go to Stewart's.
But she said that, and you're like, oh well, I'll never be a skinny boy, but I've always been husky or something.
Yeah, But no.
If you ever need a Stewart's discount,
you know who to go to.
Super chat.
No, you go right to me. I got you.
All right, I'll put up the picture of Zach in his pajamas.
Yeah, but technically he's fine because it's 8:30 at night.
Wait a minute! No!
You started this thing.
Come on, guys.
And you can't just do that.
Yeah, you can't just because Zach's a buddy.
It's not what
Zach, good seeing you.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 55.
Zach Walker.
Zach Walker.
Good to see you, brother.
Good job, kid.
Thanks, man. Oh God! And he came in his pajamas. You didn't even see that, did you? No, you did not even see.
Now
it.
we do have one.
What we got? Okay.
Two.
Super chat.
Brian Engel. Hey, first super chat in a live performance.
He's right there. He could have walked right over.
Could have yelled it.
Question for Sully. Side by siders. You're out with your significant other and another couple and are seated at a square table. Your significant other is to the left. Why do you want what? Who do you want? Who do you want to your right? Your friend or your friend's significant other, and why?
Square table. You're not side by side. I'm here. Jen's there. I want Jeff Mead. I'm joking. I don't think it matters, Bri, to me.
All right. Obviously, it does matter.
I hope that didn't cost you any money. So listen.
Do you have a preference? Yeah, right. No, I don't think it would. I don't think that would matter.
At a square table, no?
At a square table. So Jen, me.
What, I don't exist?
RJ?
Well, yeah.
RJ and his significant other.
No, wait a minute. Okay, so you go out with Dan and Lisa occasionally.
Yeah.
If you were at a square table,
keep it up.
How would you want it the seating chart then with Dan and Lisa and Jen?
If there's four of us, I guess it doesn't really matter to me.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That answers the question.
And Lisa would want to sit next to Sully because, like, he's one of our oldest.
Okay.
Between RJ and
But
Sully.
even if we were in a booth, though, I would be okay. Me and Jen and Dan and Lisa.
Yeah,
because
but not solo booth. I mean, there's
that's the whole difference.
Okay. Super chat.
Butch Durkin chiming in. Dan, the skinny man. Joe Davino saying, looking good, Dan. And we have one more before we have to get our last break in from Nathan Brimmer. Quote, this is Red Wing country where the hockey's gritty, the gear smells like death, and Dan Miners wipes back to front because even his hygiene is playing out of position. Sully wants his lady to the left and the other lady to his right and the gents under the table.
What the?
He's drinking more scotch than I am.
And with that,
we will take a break. Super chat. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more with Talkin' Smack right after this.
By High Society in Hudson Falls, located at 345 Main Street in Hudson Falls. This dispensary offers cannabis enthusiasts a chance to indulge in the brand's premium products, including the highly sought-after Bubble Hash and Frosted Hash Ball. With an emphasis on quality and potency, Silly Nice continues to set standards for cannabis products to elevate the user's experience. For use only for adults 21 and over, keep out of reach of children and pets. In case of accidental ingestion or overconsumption, contact the Poison Center. Consume responsibly. By Allen B. Powers CPA. The Allen B. Powers firm is one of the leading firms in the area. By combining our expertise and experience and the energy of our staff, each client receives close personal and professional attention. Their high standards, service, and specialized staff spell the difference between outstanding performance and the other firms. We make sure that every client is served by the expertise of the whole firm. Allen B. Powers firm is responsive. Companies who choose the firm rely on competent advice and fast, accurate personnel. They provide total financial services to individuals, large and small businesses, and other agencies too. Their high service quality and raving fan clients are the result of commitment to excellence. Allen B. Powers will answer all of your questions as they impact both your tax and financial situations. The Allen B. Powers Agency welcomes you to contact them anytime. And by Jim's Glass Service, 6th Street in Queensbury. Jim's Glass Service, hey! Thanks for the break. Jim's Glass Service offers the best service for all your commercial and residential glass and window needs. A division of Fish's Majestic Enterprises. Jim's Glass Service is a trusted glass company located in Queensbury, specializing in both commercial and residential glass services. With their team of skilled professionals, they provide top-notch glass installations and repairs, ensuring customer satisfaction and quality craftsmanship. Jim's Glass Service, hey, thanks for the break. brought to you by Old School Pest Control at oldschoolpestcontrol.com. John Herbley, the owner of Old School Pest Control, has over 20 years of experience in pest control, providing top-level pest control and putting your needs first. Do you have a pest problem? Old School Pest Control can handle any of your pest issues, walking you through the process to help you understand why Old School Pest Control does what they do. Old School Pest Control provides home and commercial pest control services. Whatever your pest problem is, whether it's big or small, Old School Pest Control has the knowledge to get your pest problems taken care of efficiently and in a timely manner. Give John Herbley a call now for your pest control problems at 518-724-6440 or online at oldschoolpest.com.
We all know what it is.
It's a conspiracy.
Is it, what does it do?
So
which
is worse?
No,
the construction
every
vehicles?
morning, Harps.
Every morning, every morning I get up and go to the stores. There's a conspiracy to make my morning hell. Whether it's
and it's all against Sully.
I love it.
It's all against
I might join in.
It's all against Sully. Oh wow, look at that! You got the handsome guy right there, the bearded chimer, Seth Cooper. We're back with Talkin' Smack. What are we? I forgot what we're doing here. What are we doing
We're
here?
on
Seth?
to the skinny dipping.
So what was your deal?
It's just something that came up on my thread from before when last year we were talking about Pete's pool party.
Well, I wouldn't go skinny dipping in Pete's.
No,
pool.
but we were talking about it, and then
I
somebody
know.
said, "Is it called skinny dipping?"
If you go swimming in somebody else's pool without their clothes and they're not there,
but if you know the owner, is it considered skinny dipping or
yes,
is it called?
Do they know that you're there?
Well, I'm not going to go and announce it that I'm coming over.
That's
there.
like a tree fall in the woods.
You're still skinny dipping
and trespassing.
Is it darker? Is it dark or light out?
Would it matter? I mean, if I'm going skinny dipping in somebody's pool, it's going to be dark. Trust me, because you're going to see somebody's
I'll
white
sing
ass.
one more time for him. Things that make you go.
So, Sully.
So here's my take.
Okay.
I got this one.
Oh boy.
What's setting Sully off? What's setting Sully off?
Here's a scenario. So you one night decide that you're going to go to Jack Celeste's house
He looks like he's trying
and
to
go
do-
skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Is it called skinny dipping if you know the guy whose pool you're going in, or is it just swimming naked in a friend's pool?
Oh no, I'm skinny dipping if he doesn't.
Yeah,
know.
there's no question about that. No question. I mean, let's if you're skinny dipping in my pool.
But with skinny dipping,
the only time it would be called swimming in a friend's. Nah, that's weird.
Is if they're in there with you.
Yes.
So if you're having a naked swim together.
But that would be odd.
I mean,
2 weeks a year I get a chance to do it, but I've never done it yet.
What?
Swim naked
in your pool?
You're not swimming naked in my pool. You just keep your naked ass out of there.
What the hell kind of party you guys having?
Wait a minute. No, let me just say this.
What
Dan
kind of-
goes, wait a minute.
We're not going to call that skinny dipping or swimming naked. We're just going to call that weird for you.
No,
so
wait a minute.
Kenny
Who's the guy who
Kenny
when Dan,
finished.
wait a minute, let me explain something.
Yes.
2 weeks a year, when Dan goes on vacation during the summer, who does he ask to come over to his house and water his garden, his plants for him?
Not
I
anymore.
Do. And what does he always say?
Not
He
anymore.
said, this is what
Kenny,
he says
you
to me.
ruined that one.
No, what he says also to me is that, Ken, I need a favor. Always check the pool skimmer and check the chlorine in the pool. I do that for 2 weeks when Dan's on vacation. And he said to me, he goes, if you want to go swimming, go ahead, take a swim in the pool.
Okay, so
now I'm not going to be doing that anymore.
Not naked.
So I have a question. I want
Yes.
the truth.
What?
Did you ever swim naked in this pool?
No.
Okay.
How do you water his
I live
plants?
on a lake. I don't go swimming in the lake. Yet I'm going to go in my friend's pool.
just-
now.
oh, you brought it
So
up
do
to
you
say
use an
that.
actual garden hose when you water the tomatoes?
Yes, I do. I don't
Super
do anything
chat.
that
Tim Drawbridge.
Oh,
Yes.
gee, Tim's not swimming naked in my pool
Oh,
either.
here we go.
Swimming naked in a pool. Isn't that like having someone else's butter on your popcorn?
Sully?
Oh, Sully.
so did
Sorry, I brought the whole thing up.
did Drawbridge get a job with the Weather Channel and we weren't told about it?
He's throwing it around, baby. He making it rain.
He can spend a little money tonight.
Oh, super chat.
Jim Jackstead. Dan,
No, Tim.
if it's you, it's skinny dipping, but I used to call it donkey chunking.
Oh, chunky dunking. Yeah, there's fat
Chunky
people
dunking.
Well, is
Yeah.
it
What
skinny
is it?
dipping?
chunky dunking.
Fat people skinny dipping?
Yeah, chunky dunking.
I have never heard that expression.
So you know.
Why? Oh, there's alpha.
Let's talk about your shirt, Sully.
His man boobs?
Super Chad.
Is Hank still looking at me?
Kenny's not going to tell you.
I'm not saying nothing.
Coming up next week on the show, we are back here on Tuesday night. And by the way, you are invited to join us here at the Bullpen. We're upstairs. Doors open up out here at 6 o'clock. And joining us, if you've ever been to one of the Thunder games or any of the hockey teams that have been here, and you hear a guy scream, "Dan, how much time is left?" It's that guy. It's Brad Winslow. So Brad is the original heckler. Back in you go back to the Phantoms days, and he was like the original guy that would get under people's skins.
I never went to a Phantoms game.
I know you didn't. There are a lot of people that didn't.
You didn't miss much.
You didn't miss anything. So Brad's going to be with us next week. Brad actually went to school with my kids, so it's going to be cool. He's a great guy. He'll be a lot of fun with us next week.
Oh, I recognize him in that picture, but he shaved in this one.
Yeah, well, it's a full body shave.
These pictures are also from 2009, 2010, and the other one's from 2011, 2012. I didn't really feel comfortable putting his kids out in the world.
Good call.
That's fine.
Good
So,
That's fine.
But instead, you got to insult the comic dog with him.
It's not Kenny, that's a real dog.
I know that is, but it looks like you insult the comic dog.
What's wrong with its eyes?
You ready? Super chat.
Nathan Brimmer, quote, "This is Red Wing country, where Seth crushes Tinder dates like he's checking on them into the boards, then leaving them gasping for air, questioning all their life choices."
Hey, Nate, he pays for it too.
Ready for this?
Super chat.
Allison Dixon chiming in.
Oh, your girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
"You got Kenny. That's great."
I don't know if I'm hurt or I'm kind of, is that a compliment or insult?
No, it's a compliment. You coming on the show. For those that are just tuning in, if you have to go back and watch the rest of it, Kenny said to me today at noontime, he goes, "You want somebody filling for John? I'm there." And I said, "Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it."
Yeah, because
he's not getting paid for this.
Well, I was going to be my first appearance was to be in April because that's how long the guest list is.
Yeah, we're booking guests into April right now.
You're no Vinny Mark.
No, you're not.
I know Vinny very well, though. Vinny's a great guy.
All right. Well, it's
now
been
your name dropping. You're on one show.
No. No. One of the things I did in my life was I got up and actually did amateur stand-up comedy, and I did it.
You did?
Yes. Oh yeah, he did.
I did it over at Davidson's.
He killed it.
Really?
He was funny.
I'll tell you what. I've done it. That's not easy to do.
No, it isn't. And especially if you're shy and don't make eye contact and you're actually looking at the audience when you're doing it, it's a real plus.
You know what you forgot? You forgot to say a
59-year-old
virgin on top of it. So you forgot that part.
I'm only 58.
All
I
right.
told my birthday's next month, though. You're getting close.
Let's get him back.
Yeah. Wait.
All right, let's get back on track here.
Sully's like a relationship expert all of a sudden. Hello.
Whoa.
Look at. Can you get a close up of Sully right now?
No.
What's the new? Is he going to do the sequel with what was that one that Mike Love Guru that Mike Myers did?
Oh no. Super chat.
Andy Goddard, thank you very much. RJ is the Dr. Phil of relationship advice.
Well, I think Dr. Phil's a Dr. Phil of relationship advice, but if Oprah is not around,
that's right, RJ Stockdale. All right, what do you?
I'm just ready
to thank some people.
I have to thank a lot.
All right, take your time. We'll get through this.
A big thank you to Ernest, Jeffrey Bean, Nathan Brimmer, Andy Goddard, Mark Del Signor, Herb Cloutier, Christopher T. Moore, Butch Durkin, Joe Davino, Tim Drawbridge, Brian Brown, Benji Sebastian, Wes Laux, Brian Engel, and a big thank you to everyone that decided to send us also super chats on YouTube. Appreciate it. Thanks to once again to Robert Higgins, Nathan Brimmer, as we mentioned, Jeremy Gagne, and Tim Jackstead. A very thank you to all of you, and we'll be back next Tuesday night with Brad Winslow, as you can see on your screen if you are watching at home.
I can't wait. It's tonight was a lot of fun.
Is he bringing that horn thing?
I don't know if he still has it.
No, he's not bringing that damn horn. I don't want the horn.
How about the stupid thing the other night in the arena?
The Vuvuzelas?
The Vuvuzelas.
That shit.
Vuvuzelas.
Sorry.
What were they?
Stop it. Just stop.
Oh, you might as well have Art Pouillet playing his bagpipes.
You know where those things came from? Those things came from South Africa.
Right? The
South
Olympics?
Africa?
Yeah, they came from South Africa.
The soccer
because,
thing?
Yeah, the World Cup of Soccer. That's where the Vuvuzelas came from.
So you know about horns?
I don't know about much,
I thought they were.
I can get away with knowing about useless knowledge. That's me.
RJ, what do you got for that relationship?
we're talking horns or what?
Relationship expert.
I kept trying to look back and forth to see if it was like a mating call.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my
you
God.
were so dumb.
It's
Stop it.
You know, there's some people.
So if that happens, hey,
Stop it.
if that happens in the next home game, they got to get you on the
What's
Videotron.
setting Sully off now? Is that stupid?
Well, that's coming up on Tuesday, February the 11th. If you'd like to be a sponsor of that, please contact Hank Pelton on the Facebook Messenger for Get Valentine's Day dating advice from Talking Smack dating expert, relationship expert, RJ Stockdale with his sidekick.
And you're picking on
Soul Doggy Dog.
And also wanted to let everyone know to get some dating advice from RJ Stockdale featuring Mike Sullivan.
Buy him jewelry.
Pretty much, Jeannie does as you wish here, but we will be taking the super chat requests. Whether you're listening now or listening during the February 11th show, we will get them all in. I will make sure that they
So
are
you're
there.
serious about this?
I am dead serious. We will set a minimum right now.
So what are we doing?
So for $20,
Yeah.
for every super chat,
You're
we can do dating advice with RJ Stockdale and
Please.
Mike Sullivan.
Yeah.
And you know,
We'll hold them money.
I can't wait to watch that episode.
The end of the episode, RJ now $200.
Listen.
We
And there'll
another
be
one?
4
Oh,
divorces.
Super
Super
chat.
chat.
the Wet Noodle. Appreciate hanging out with us here tonight. Props to Kenny for the quick factoids tonight. It was a different change of pace.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I tried.
Kenny,
cool.
thanks for
What?
being here tonight,
Oh, man,
man.
this is
Thank you.
great.
Yeah, one of my oldest and dearest friends. Great to have you on the show
I know.
tonight. It's awesome. Great to have you. Is that another super chat? Are you freaking kidding
Let's
me?
do it.
All right.
Super chat.
The Wet Noodle once again. Kenny needs to be back for his dating advice.
No, you don't want my dating advice.
Oh,
No,
No,
I look. I've given people advice about. I may
Dating?
know nothing about it.
You've given dating advice?
No,
to
but
what, your
I've
cat?
given relationship advice.
It's like Jim Lang.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's probably the smartest guy at the table.
No,
Hey, whoa.
I'm going.
There's a drinking game.
No, I will say this in niceness that I have only 3 pieces of advice, and I get that from my parents who are going to be married 60 years in May.
My God.
Yeah, you were born. This is how long I've known Dan. Dan was born a month after my parents got married.
Well, you know, what can I say?
So what's the 3 pieces of
Are
advice?
they-
Okay, you really want to know?
Yeah,
Is he
that's
your
what I said.
brother?
Leave
Yeah,
him.
let's go.
Forget him.
Okay, no,
Is he your brother?
no.
No,
we,
what's the advice?
No, we're
I make eye contact.
no. Yeah, see, no.
So what's the
no,
advice?
The 3 pieces of advice my parents gave them. One,
Number 1.
marriage is hard work, but you get to do it with your best friend.
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2, never go to bed angry.
Number 3.
Wherever you go, no matter how long of a distance it is, before you leave, always tell them the person you love them.
Wow.
That's fucking deep. I swore.
What?
I think I'm gonna cry. My bed verklempt.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be funnier than that.
You're done, Lucchese.
Well, guess what? I'm going to be. My next appearance will be in August. No.
No. We are not going there. Not this week. All right. Well,
I was actually raised the same way, but I'm nuts, so I can't live like that.
What? No.
My. There's the one
No,
rule.
you're 100% right.
My one rule: no matter how you jiggle,
No matter how you dance,
the last drop always falls in your pants. All right, that'll wrap it up for us. For Snacks, RJ, Sully, The Shadow, and of course our special guest Ken Lucchese. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next Tuesday night for another edition of
Talking Smack.